G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So jumping straight into Go Battle League, and I'm going to swap my team up slightly today. I was running Haunter on the lead. However, I was getting matched up with a lot of Obstagoon leads, and obviously Obstagoon for my team. If you've watched my last videos, I have a link in there. Obstagoon was an absolute nightmare. Just quick thanks to those who have subscribed, and for anyone who hasn't, hit that subscribe button down below. But I was running into a lot of Obstagoon leads, and for my team, which was Haunter, Diggersby and Lapras, Obstagoon was just an absolute beast. It walled everything. So going to need to change that up slightly. So going to change only one thing, so one small change here, and that change is going to be my lead. So Haunter's very glassy, and I'm going to replace that with Victory Bell, which is also very glassy, running a Razor Leaf, Acid Spray and Leaf Blade. The reason is my other two don't necessarily need as many shields, so Diggersby there, Mud Shot, Fire Punch and Earthquake are the moves, and then Lapras still running Ice Shard, Skull Bash and Surf. So I'm not sure about Skull Bash. I do think that possibly Ice Beam's better, but I mean, we'll leave it for now. So we'll jump into these matches, and this is also showcasing, I don't know if anybody else was having problems recently, so this was a day or two ago that these battles were, and if you watch the start, this is 100% how my game started. It said go, and I've not seen what they've got, and they've already swapped out by the time I sort of get in, so I have to counter swap there. So they had a Jellicent on the lead, good for me. They then swapped it into a Registeel, so it took me a little bit, but I did swap into the Diggersby to mirror that, shield up the first Focus Blast, and then I'll throw my own Earthquake. Will I throw Earthquake? Or yeah, so throw the Earthquake. Expect them to shield this up. So I do need to shield once for the Diggersby, and as long as I'm shielding up that Focus Blast, it's all good. So they will get to another Focus Blast, and Focus Blast is going to be doing a lot of damage, but it's not enough to take me out. So going to no shield this, and then they do have to throw more energy to take me out. So we'll see this Focus Blast come through, and it is the Focus Blast. Unfortunately for me, I'm going to over farm a little bit here, and then throw my own Earthquake, and we'll see what they want to do here. So do they want to shield this up, or let me win switch? So they've decided to go for a no shield there. The question is, are they counting my moves? And the answer is probably yes. So I'm going to shield this up. Okay, so we're both going 2 shields in. That is fine. So shield comes through. Going to, again, over farm just a little bit. Don't want to be caught by the sack swap. So going to throw the Earthquake and take this game. So, well, take this this matchup. So both shields gone for both of us, and not necessarily ideal for me. So we'll see what comes in now. Is it going to be? Yep. So it's going to be the Jellicent, but because it's running Hex, it just cannot farm me down. They just do no damage because Diggersby is normal type. So get to an Earthquake, and as you can see, it does huge amounts of damage, absolutely huge amounts of damage. So they're committing to the farm down here. I'm not going to get to another Earthquake, so I'm just going to go straight for the Fire Punch, do a little bit more chip damage. So the issue here is, so Jellicent is going to have all of the energy in the world. So I'm actually going to come out with my Lapras here to soak that up, and let's see what they want to do. So they swap into Mandibuzz, and that is not ideal for me. Mandibuzz is obviously going to do well against my Victory Bell, and at this point I know that they've got energy on the Jellicent, so I'm just going to have to try and make them throw energy straight onto my Lapras here, and hopefully I can charge them down with the fast move farm them down with the Victory Bell. So let's see what they want to do here. So looking to farm down and seeing if I can catch a fast move. No, I cannot. Let's see what happens here. So saved up a Surf, and if they don't Shadow Ball me here, Oh, even Shadow Ball's probably not enough to one-shot me. No, so it's just not enough to one-shot me, so they have to throw back to back. And they're going to throw another, well, they'll probably throw a Bubble Beam at this point. Yep, so Bubble Beam comes through. And then I'm going to be able to get to a Surf on the Lapras there and take out the Jellicent. So made a bit of a mess of that game, but I mean, managed to maintain shields, and that was pretty good. So what they probably should have done in that instance is stayed in against the Lapras there, and not swapped into the Mandibuzz, but I mean, it is what it is. Got the game. So really bad start to that game. So all the lag in the world, and I think you're going to see it in this one as well. So same sort of thing happening. So battle starting, we've gone to 0, white screen, nothing happening. 2-1. We're at go, and they've swapped out an Obstagoon. So you've just catched the glimpse of the Pokemon there as they're swapping out. So they swapped into the Obstagoon, and I'm going to match that with my Diggersby because they've swapped into the Nidoqueen, so perfect for me. So Nidoqueen comes through with the Poison Fang. Going to drop my defense, which is not ideal, but let's see what they want to do. Unfortunately, they get to another one just before I'm able to. I am going to no-shield this as well. I think it was a bit too quick to get to an Earth Power. So, going to let that go. Going to go straight for my Earthquake here, and we'll see what they want to do. So, expecting to get a shield here. Oh, I do not get a shield, so that is absolutely massive. And out comes their own Victory Bell. Okay, so that's very interesting. And going to be able to throw the Fire Punch here. Expect them to finally throw up one of their shields because they've got the Shadow Vic, absolutely fine. And it is able to come in and charge me down. So I do know that it's going to take a while to get to charge moves. It's going to be doing super effective to me, but I'm also going to be doing super effective to it. And I want to save my own Victory Bell for their Obstagoon. So going to come in and we'll see what they want to do. So Obstagoon comes in and I'm going to instantly swap into my Victory Bell. I have got a Surf saved, so possibly what I should have done there is thrown the Surf and bounced, but it wasn't to be. So going to look to go to town on this thing. Can I get to the charge move? I am able to get to the charge move before they're able to get to theirs, so happy days. They will use a shield or be losing this Pokemon, so let's see what they want to do. So they've decided to shield that up, which is fine with me. They get to probably a Night Slash here and see if they get the boost. So Night Slash does huge amounts of damage, and they got the boost. That is brutal. So that boost is not ideal for me. Really not ideal for me, and I'm just going to throw my Surf straight away and we'll see what happens. So had they not got that boost, I would have got a couple of extra Leaf Blades in here, and this would have made it much more comfortable because that doesn't quite take it out, and we are very, very close to fainting at the same time, but able to take that game as well. That lag at the start, let me know in the comments if you've ever experienced it. It's an absolute nightmare because I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, I think it's the next game that I don't know whether they've swapped out or not, and we'll find out. But for those first two, I was able to just see the swap out, so at least I was able to react to that. Because had I not realised that they made the swap, I might have stayed in with my Vic when I didn't need to. So let's see what this next one comes up with. And searching. And here we go. So what have we got on this lead? So 3, 2, 1, and again frozen. Ouch. So I think they've swapped into their Alolan Sandslash. So I'm going to swap out into my Diggersby, which possibly isn't the best case scenario to be in. These Fire Punches are absolutely going to destroy this thing, so they will need to shield those up, and we get to the move at the same time. So I'm going to shield this up, expecting it to be a Weather Ball. Does this thing run Weather Ball? No, it's Ice Punch, and unfortunately they bait with the Ice Punch. So Ice Punch comes through and they get to another move. Again, not ideal. Hoping for another Ice Punch. Let's see what it is this time, and it is the Ice Punch. even though it is Ice Punch, it does a lot of damage. That's really not ideal for me. One more Ice Punch is going to be enough to take me out. So let's hope I'm able to get to my Fire Punch before they can get to their Ice Punch. The question is, does it happen? No, it does not. So, what do we do in this situation? We're going to let this go. Don't want to go down to shields. Need to save a shield for the Vic. And let's see what they want to do. So out comes the Machamp. So Machamp is absolutely going to wreck my Lapras. So I'm going to swap into the Shadow Vic and look to farm all the way down. So if I was quick enough, they will only be able to get to one charge move. If I was not quick enough, that will not be the case. I was just able to get there, so just able to take them out before they're able to get there. And they've got... I was greedy. Should have just instantly thrown the Leaf Blade, but instead they get the Ice Punch off. And yeah, I'm taken out without using that energy, so that's not ideal. Waiting to see what comes through, hoping for another Ice Punch because that will do absolutely nothing. It is the Ice Punch, so like I said, does absolutely nothing. So I'm going to over farm here because I don't want to... I want to be able to throw energy at whatever comes out. So Surf comes through. Surf is enough to take it out, and what comes through, it's the Wigglytuff. The question here is, what's the better move? Is double Surf better, or is a Surf and a Skull Bash? So will they be able to farm me down before I can take them out? So I need to get to another Surf here. My defense is buffed, so I'm able to get a lot of lag again, and we'll see. And we're both not able to throw charge moves. I survive with 1 HP. So, a bit frustrating there. I think they should have, with that lag, I think that lag spike obviously affected us both because they should be throwing a charge move. I'm not sure at what point they got up to with their charge move, or if I would have been able to throw my Surf before them. So, a little bit of a lucky win there. And like I keep saying, lag spikes, whilst losing to lag, is absolutely awful. And unfortunately, it happens the other way as well. So you can't really get too mad at the times when you lose to lag, when there's times like that that are possibly winning for lag. So hard to say, but yeah, would need to go back and count those charge moves. But with that lag spike there, you don't know how many charms are getting through, so that might have made a difference. So we'll jump into this next one, and again, look at this lead. What is going on? So Go, where it Go? Have they swapped out that Registeel? It looked like they'd swapped it out. However, and they're staying in, so that's a good sign for me. But I didn't actually see anything before the Reggie. I just saw the ball change. So going to look to throw the straight up Fire Punch, see if we can grab a shield. If we can grab a shield early from the Fire Punch, happy days. And we can't. They no shield it. Okay, so not ideal. No idea what they have in the back because I could not see what it was. So they're staying in. So that would this is pretty much telling me that they're definitely switch locked in here. At this point, I know I can survive a Focus Blast. So if they bait a Flash Cannon, fine with me. Unfortunately, they don't bait the Flash Cannon. They still will need to throw another charge move to take me out here. So I'm going to throw this Fire Punch and see what they want to do. So Fire Punch coming through, and they no shielded it. So absolute beast. Gone absolute to town on this thing. Able to get to another Fire Punch, and let's see what they want to do. Do they want to double shield this? They do. So there's the double shield, and they swap out. So now I swap into my Vic, and I'm not going to shield this because I think it's going to be a Water Weather Ball. So it should be not enough to KO, so not going to shield, and as you can see, does very little damage. So really good for me that they switched in and locked that. Unfortunately, it does mean that now this is going to be matched up against their Registeel. So for this one, I'm going to throw a few extras, but I don't want to. Apparently, I do want to get greedy, and don't need to shield that one up. The Stun Fist comes in, and they leave the game because they know that's a good game. So unfortunately, Stunfisk would have been able to do a bit of a number on Lapras, but they didn't even get to see Lapras in that game, so happy days, able to take that win. So Fire Punches, they no-shielded the first one, questionable. Normally people will shield that up, so 9 times out of 10 people shield that first one up. Seems to be the 9 times that I throw the Earthquake first, it's when they shield up, and when I throw the Fire Punch first, it's when they don't. So I mean, it is what it is. You can never tell. And again, lag on the start. So this is brutal. So what have we got? Victory Bell into Cresselia. Now, did they swap into Cresselia or did they not? So hoping that they're going to... No, so they didn't swap into Cresselia. And out comes a Surfetched. And they decide to no-shield it. Okay. That's an interesting play. I'm going to do the same. It's going to be a Leaf Blade. It probably won't be enough to KO me from this range, though. No, not enough to KO from this range, and I'm able to farm it down. So, no shielding that Earthquake. Interesting play, I will say. I will say an interesting play. It's, yeah, not 100% sure on that play. But anyway, out comes the Stunfisk. And just going to go straight for this next Earthquake. We'll see if they decide to no-shield this one as well. A little bit of and they no-shield this Earthquake. What are they thinking? They have got to shield something eventually. Let's just throw this Fire Punch. And they've decided not to shield that. In that case, I'm going to come in with my Shadow Vic here. I'm going to shield up what they throw at me. I'm not going to shield it up. If it's a Grass Knot, then it's going to do no damage. So no shield the Grass Knot does absolutely nothing because it's double resisted, even though it's a Shadow Victory Bell. The Grass Knot just does nothing because it's poison and grass typing. They add a second Grass Knot, and as you can see, just does absolutely nothing here. No shielded that as well, and then can I get there? I'm able to get to the Acid Spray. So they've got 2 shields. Let's see if they finally want to use one. At this point, if they don't, they're just conceding. They decide to use it, and that's not ideal for them, and we KO at the same time. So, able to take them out. So, 2 massive no-shields at the start of that one that just, yeah, basically GG's right there. They had an excellent opportunity to take that game. They had all the matchups. Had they shielded that Earthquake on the Surfetched, yeah, that's GG's for me right there. And able to go 5-0 even with that lag at the start. So I don't know if my opponents were also experiencing that. They didn't seem to be because I was swapping out pretty quickly. And my reward was a Rufflet, which is still searching for that shiny. So not too bad seeing them. Would like to see one with a little more red though would be nice. See that shiny flash is always good, but I mean that is done, so happy days. So like I said at the start, if you're new to the channel, like what you saw, so a little bit different there because I don't know what was going on with that lag at the start of matches. Absolutely awful. You like what you saw, hit that subscribe button down below, help the channel grow. It really keeps me motivated. So has been growing a little bit recently, so thank you very much to all those people that have subscribed, and all the OG subscribers as well, and for those that continue to watch. Here's Dialga, and here's a shiny reward. So this is ending. So Great League is about to end, and this is let's just call this the last Myra last ward, a reward for Great League before we jump back into the Ultra. And as you can see, awful throws. If you want to see a video on improving your excellent throws, I'll link to that now and check it out. The trick is not to throw during an attack animation or a jump. Yeah, don't get impatient when it's when it's jumping, landing. It's just they just go anywhere. So when it's a research reward, doesn't really matter. They're not running anywhere. So yeah, So as you can see, I accidentally hit the bottom of my screen, threw a straight throw out to the side, and managed to somehow catch it. So absolutely ridiculous. Caught the Dialga, 3XL candy, gotta love it. Got 6 candy as well because I pineapped it. I mean, it's not running anywhere. It only takes a little bit of extra time. And let's see what those IVs are. So 12, 14, 12. Pretty bad, but it's shiny, so I don't care. And 3XL candy, so happy days. So that is the last match in my Great League for Season 8. Ended it with 24-20, so not too far about off ranking up. So should be pretty close to that, and hopefully in the first few sets, so probably 3 or 4 sets of the Ultra League, hopefully I can rank up, but we'll wait and see. Hopefully I'm uploading a video with finally making it to Veteran, and you can check that one out as well for my Ultra League teams. I'll link to my Ultra League playlist for Season 7 as well, so you can check that out if you want. But from now, that's it from me, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.